In this video, we want to continue with the snow globe base, and we have already extracted and reconstructed the terrain here, and now I think it's a good time we take a look at smoothing. Alright, Maya supports a few algorithms that create things called subdivision surfaces, and those can imitate the idea of from the base mesh they can make an organic smooth form. Up to this point, when we go into our software render and render, we get something that has very faceted straight lines. I may have mentioned something about normals and smoothing normals. That can help sometimes, but we're never really going to get that really smooth surface with a low density mesh. But some of you may have already discovered if you hit the number 3, you get something that is smooth and very organic. That is the smooth mesh preview. Okay, I can click this object as well, hit number 3. Now, that does not change your geometry. You have not added any extra geometry. It's just taking your original polygon and it's doing some calculations on that. So 1 is your polygons, raw polygon level. Number 2 has the polygon cage, but you can also see the organic smooth shape, and if we hit number 3, it's just the smooth preview. Alright, so if I hit 3 and I go and render, then voila, nothing happens. In software, I still get these faceted hard shapes, and I look here and I say, hey, that's smooth. What's going on? Well, I think in Maya software render is going to limit you in that way, but there is another renderer that will show you the mesh preview as you see it on the screen, and that renderer is called Mental Ray. So if you go into your render settings and say render using, then it allows you to select from a list of renderers. There's Maya Software, Hardware 2.0, Maya Vector. You should have Mental Ray. If you do not see it, I'm going to take a minute to show you how to load that plugin. Okay, for those of you who don't see it, you go to your Windows, Settings and Preferences, Plugin Manager. These triangles flip up and down. You want to go toward the bottom and where it says Maya to Mental Ray bundle, make sure that's checked and auto loaded. If you do not have this when you open your plugins, that means you never installed Mental Ray. You'll have to go to the Autodesk website and you'll have a place to download Maya, and there's also, if you scroll down further, there's a additional place where you might have to look for your Mental Ray bundle. I had to do that. I can't remember the exact steps, but let me know if you're taking the class. Email me and I can walk you through that if you're not getting this. Once it's checked, you refresh, you come back, and now in your render settings you should be able to see Mental Ray. I'm not going to talk about anything else with Mental Ray right now. Just know it's a ray trace render, does really high quality cool stuff, but it's pretty complex. We're not getting into that right now. Do know that when you render, now you see that the object that we had with the smooth mesh preview is now smooth, and the one that did not have the smooth mesh preview is still in polygon mode. So that's cool. That opens up a lot of doors. Up to this point, when we were doing our snowman, it might look faceted, and we were kind of stuck with that.